Let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again, live and direct. Listen, I got a powerful message for you. This message is entitled Like Attracts Like. Like attracts like. Listen, when you are moving forward through life and you're trying to get from one level to the next, according to the way that you think, according to the way that you speak, and according to the way that you move and the way that you feel about yourself, it projects energy from you. And that energy is going to attract certain people to you. You're never going to attract to you who you are not. You get that? Like, it's not going to happen. You're going to gel with the people who are like you. When you talk, it's going to be a connection. When you talk, it's going to be a flow. The reason why you're constantly butting heads with certain people or certain circumstances, or you go to certain workplaces and it's like you don't want to be there, feel like you can't gel with the people there, it's because you don't think the same. You got a different way of handling things. You see things in a different way. And so your energies are not compatible. And so this season of life, you gotta put yourself in a room and put yourself in a space where you are connecting with people who are like-minded. Because you can't move further when you are constantly surrounded by people who don't think like you. Because those people will constantly do things without even realizing it to hinder you, to slow you down, to stop you. And you want people around you, people in your businesses, people in your team, people, right? When you go places and you're working with people, right, who have the same thought pattern with you. Ain't no way that we can do anything together if there's always an argument. We can't do something together if we're fighting each other, or it just seemed like it's so hard. Even in dating, I remember when I first met my wife. At that time, she was not, obviously. And the first thing I said to her was, listen, I don't like drama. I don't like to argue. And she said, I don't like that either. And we made a pact not to argue with each other. We made a pact to talk and verbally communicate. And to be honest with you, I had more work that I needed to do on myself than she did, because that was not her personality anyway. Coming from my background, that's what it was in my background, with people arguing and stuff like that. And I had to retrain my mind and retrain my way of handling things so that I would not speak that way towards her or anyone else for that matter. And so the point is, you got to do the work on yourself. We can't control anybody else, what they do, how they speak, how they act. You got to do the work on you, right? You got to get before God and ask God to help you, right? You got to read books to help you, retrain your mind, educate yourself, and expand who you are. Because if you stop growing, if you stop maturing, if you stop progressing, and if you stop transforming your mind in the way that you think, in the way that your emotions, how you handle your emotions, you're going to stay at the same level. 2021 is going to come and you're going to be like, 2021 is my year. You ain't do nothing in 2020. 2019, nothing has happened that puts you in a situation where the next year could be better. Because whether you realize it or not, everything has momentum. You build day by day. You build week by week. You build month by month. You build year by year. And by you doing so, that's how your life shapes up into what God said it would be. That's how your life shapes up into what you want it to be. That's how your life shapes up into what you were thinking it would be. It doesn't happen instantaneously. It happens day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. And then your life begins to shift and transform into that image. But if you're surrounded by people who are not doing the work on themselves, who are not day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, making progress, then guess what? You're going to be surrounded by a bunch of miserable, unhappy people. Because the Bible says a dream deferred makes the heart sick. And you're around a lot of sick people and you're healthy. Meaning, I'm not talking about physical health. I'm not talking about physical sickness. I'm talking about people have not had their dreams fulfilled. They have not seen what it is that they've been praying for. They have not seen what they've been saying they've been working towards. They have not seen any progression. And when you don't see any progression, your heart becomes sick. When a person who is making moves and their life is progressing and things is constantly getting better for them, then they have a healthy heart. And like I said, I'm not talking physical at this point in time. I'm talking about emotionally wise. Emotionally, you could be sick because your life is not progressing. Emotionally, you could be depressed. Emotionally, you could be stagnant. Emotionally, you could be heartbroken. And emotionally, you could be healthy. Emotionally, you could be progressing. Emotionally, you could be satisfied. Emotionally, you could be happy because you're seeing progressing. You're seeing increase. You're seeing yourself walk through open doors. You're seeing progression. And without that progression, you feel sick because your life is stagnated. And so if you change you, if you do the work on you, studying, the reading, observing of yourself, right? And taking out the time to put the work in on you, then guess what? You can't help but not be the same come next year. God's spirit life. And guess what? You're going to attract to you those people because now you're going to put yourself in a different area. You're going to put yourself in a different atmosphere. You're going to put yourself in a different place of living, right? You're not going to live the same way. Your zip code may change. Your body may change. Your eating habits going to change. Your thought process is going to change. The way that you speak is going to change. The way that you dress may change. Because there's no way the person can stay the same on the exterior when they do the work and change the interior. So when you change who you are from the inside out, the outside have no choice but to line up to what's going on the inside. That's a bomb going off. Boom! And so instead of worrying about the people that's around you, right? Focus on doing the work to yourself because like is always going to attract like. So as you begin to change who you are, the people around you is going to change as well. And it's going to push you to a greater level that you have never experienced before. This is your man, Mike Bowens. I'm signing off until next time. And I'm saying if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and let's make this video go viral. Until next time, I'm saying be blessed.